Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Liu Yihui, a PhD student from Ludong University, and today I'm very glad to be here to present our research, hot topics and evolution of drug prevention education research for adolescents in China, a bibliometrics analysis with theta space, and the authors including me and my doctoral supervisor, Professor Su Chunjing. And our research can be divided into about 5 parts. The first part is data sources and method. The second is basic information on drug prevention education research for adolescents in China. The third is the hot topics, and the fourth is the evolution of research. The final part is the suggestions for the future research. And before this, please let me introduce why we do this research. It's because drug prevention education for adolescents is one of the fundamental solutions of China's anti-drug efforts, helping adolescents to raise awareness and nip drug use in the bud. It has always been an important topic in the field of education research and youth development research in China. And in recent years, with the development of related research, the perspective have become multifaceted. Therefore, our study attempted to adopt a bibliometrics approach to summarize past researches, show the hot topics and the evolution, and then provide some suggestions for future research. The first part of our research is data sources and method. In our study, CNKI, a digital data platform with a high degree of cognition and documentation in the Chinese academic community. Then we combining adolescents with drug prevention education. The source category was selected as all journals, and then we screwed out invalid documents such as the reference announcement and book reviews. We got a total of 213 valid documents. The research method is we use the theta space to analysis the tense in publications, high-frequency authors, and the publishing institutions and the keywords. The part 2 is the basic information on drug prevention education research for adolescents in China. As we can see, the figure 1 shows the trend of the number of publications on drug prevention education for adolescents in China. As can be seen from the figure, the research shows a wave upward trend, and it can be toughly divided into following 4 stages. The first stage is from 1993 to 2002, which is an initial period of research, and with a total of 20 publications. And the second stage is from 2003 to 2014, a period of fluctuating development with 71 publications. And the third is from 2015 to 2018, which is a period of rapid rise with 30 publications. And the fourth phase is from 2019 to now. It's a period to sedentary development with 52 publications. Then we analysis of the co-authors. And as we can see, the table 1 shows the top 10 authors related to the drug prevention education research in China. And via the theta space, we got 263 scholars publish relevant papers. And according to the press law, authors who have 3 or more articles can be defined as the co-authors. We got a total of 21 authors. And the number of articles by the 21 authors is 84, which is far less than half of the total number of articles published. So there is no core group of authors in this field. Then is the analysis of research institutions, we got more than 110 research institutions, and the top 10 institutions are listed in the table 2. The third part is the hot topics. We got a keyword map of the researchers, and the keywords university students, primary and secondary school students, school education, current state of education have high frequency, indicates that there are key areas of interests. And the table 3 shows the top 10 keywords related to drug prevention education research in China. And firstly, we can see the research focus on the target audience of drug prevention education, with the main keywords are university students, primary and secondary school students. And second, the research focus on the ways of drug prevention education, like school education, current situation of education, and health education. And thirdly, focus on the application of online networks. The fourth part of our research is the evolution. We're using the burst function of CitySpace and got the top 25 keywords with the strongest citation burst from 1993 to 2022, as we can see in the figure 3. Then we're combining the high frequency keywords. The research can be divided into following 4 stages. The phase 1 is from 1993 to 2002. The keywords are fight against drugs, drug abuse. The phase 2, the keywords are primary and secondary school students, and comparison, and so on. The phase 3, the keywords are university students, synthetic drugs, and the internet. The phase 4, the keywords are youth and drug problems. The final part of our research is some suggestions for the future research. Firstly, we hope to broaden the ways of drug prevention education for adolescents, because we found school education is still the main way to carry out preventive education. But we all know the low education level is one of the typical characteristics of drug-abused youth groups. Although the formal ways such as school education and library can reach the vast majority of adolescents, but may still have possible to ignore the adolescents who dropped out of school. The third is we hope enhancing the quality of the youth drug prevention education research team, because we found the majority of researchers have published only 1 article in this field, and the institutions are usually police academies closely related to drug prevention education, concentrated in the broader areas such as Guangxi province and Yunnan province. And in addition, it can be found that the release of policy related to youth drug prevention education tends to influence researchers. Although policy-driven can help researchers to grasp the general direction, it can also lead to a lack of motivations. The final is we hope improving the appropriating of the research on drug prevention education for adolescents. According to the statistics, the current research on drug prevention education focuses on theoretical research. The proportion of empirical research in this field is not high. The advantage of empirical study is that can collect a large amount of data, so we can understand the teenagers' connection, attitude, and needs, then deduce scientific and valuable educational suggestions. Therefore, the future research can on adolescents drug prevention education can try combine the empirical research and the theoretical research. Okay, that's all of our study. If you have any question, just send an email to me. Thanks for listening.